Since England won the World Cup in 1966, they've consistently produced some of the best footballers in the world, yet somehow, they've always fallen short on the biggest stage. And I think one of the biggest reasons for that is balance. Previous England managers often struggled to blend the team properly. Too many times, they tried to fit all the biggest stars into the same lineup instead of building a team that actually complemented itself. The perfect example is England's golden generation. That squad was stacked with world-class talent, players who had won everything at club level and were key figures for some of the biggest teams in Europe. But international football doesn't always give you the luxury of having the perfect profile in every position. Sometimes your best players occupy the same spaces. Sometimes your strongest talents are all attacking midfielders. And in those moments, managers face a difficult decision. Do you play your biggest names, or do you prioritize balance and chemistry? Too often, England chose the names. And while that can work in the group stages, where the quality gap between teams is usually bigger, knockout football is different. As tournaments progress, tactical balance becomes everything. That's when unbalanced teams get exposed. We've seen nations like Croatia outperform more talented squads because their team functioned as a unit. They may not have had as many superstars as some of the bigger nations, but every player fit a purpose. And I think that's exactly what Thomas Tuchel is trying to build with England this summer. England still have elite talent heading into the World Cup, no doubt about that, but several big names have been left behind. And honestly, I think that's a good thing. Tournament football has repeatedly shown us that balance beats star power. If you look at nearly every World Cup winner since 2006, the pattern is clear. The best teams weren't always the most glamorous, they were the most complete. Even Spain's legendary side understood this. Yes, they dominated international football for 4 years, but even Vicente del Bosque made sacrifices for balance. Iniesta was often shifted out to the left because playing Xavi, Iniesta, and a single holding midfielder would have left him too open defensively. So Del Bosque used both Busquets and Alonso, one more of a regista, the other more defensive, to stabilize the team. Germany did something similar in 2014. Big talents like Mario Götze weren't guaranteed starters because players like Sami Khedira gave the team tactical balance and structure. France in 2018 also prioritized fit over flair. They chose Olivier Giroud over more naturally gifted forwards like Benzema or Lacazette because Giroud's profile suited the system Didier Deschamps wanted to play. And Argentina's World Cup winning side in 2022 proved the same thing again. Outside of Messi, they weren't filled with global superstars. But every player had a role. Enzo Fernandez wasn't picked because he was already a household name, he was picked because he fit what the team needed. That's what great international managers do. They build systems, not FIFA Ultimate Teams. And for the first time in a long time, I think England finally have a manager willing to make those difficult decisions. Tuchel seems more focused on building the right team rather than simply selecting the biggest names. And if history tells us anything, that approach might finally give England their best chance of success. Do you think Tuchel has made the right decisions with this squad? And are England finally prioritizing balance over reputation? Let me know what you think.